you got pretty close to some pretty dangerous animals, but I read that you have a fear of cockroaches.
Oh, God.
What was scarier?
Cockroaches. Always. I can't stand them. I'm crippled by them. It's my kryptonite. I hate them. Ah.
More so than the lions or the tigers?
They're lovely and fluffy and sweet. Okay, they're predators. They'll eat you in one bite. One little. You're like a little Rice Krispie treat to them. But nothing compares to cockroaches.
So Matt's character talks about falling in love with his wife at first sight. Do you believe in love at first sight?
I don't know. I don't know if I believe in love at first sight. Maybe. I hear tale of it. I think it probably exists somewhere, sure.
Now, you said that getting married, though it didn't work out, was the best thing you ever did. Why was that?
I don't have any. I'm not about to go into some diatribe about that, but I think it's in this film. You have a saying, that just takes 20 seconds of courage, 20 seconds of courage, and you can, it could change your whole life. And I'm somebody who's, has no regrets, and I think I live a very charmed life, and for me, I just think I own everything I do, and just have that kind of, I don't know, I try to approach things with a certain amount of courage, I suppose.
What was the most insane, courageous thing you've ever done?
I think as an actor, you sort of are constantly asked to do things that are just, crazy, whether it's kind of rappelled down the side of a building or get, run into a burning village, and you just kind of were a jack of all trades and master of none, and you're expected to just kind of wing it and own it, and I think I've had many moments where I just thought to myself, I was like, this is great. Okay, we're rolling. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. And you kind of do it. It's a kind of a constant thing that's asked of you.
And what's your most memorable holiday memory?
My most memorable holiday memory. One time it was Christmas Eve, and my dad was cooking, and he was sewing up the bird, and he was doing it with one of those like needles that you use to sew up the bird. Yeah, my dad was doing it. And I had a cat at the time, and all of a sudden, my dad went to do something with the gravy or whatever. He came back to the bird, and he's like, "Where'd that needle go?" And he looks over, and my cat has a string hanging out of his mouth, and he's like, "Meow." And it's just like, ah! My dad calls me. I was like on my way over, and he's like, "The cat is like swallowed this thing, and I'm with a bird, and the house is gonna burn down." I ended up spending the entire Christmas Eve with my cat at the veterinary hospital, trying to figure out how they could get this thing out of his stomach, and he was just perfectly happy. Like, it had not harmed him at all. He was just sitting there with the string coming out of his mouth, just like, what? Yeah,
That's great. It sounds like a cartoon.
Oh my God, it was just ridiculous. And then, of course, $900 later or whatever, they fished it out, and he was fine. I was just like, I can't. The cat. My dad was eating turkey by himself.